Good morning, guys. Give me just a second to get my chat pulled over where it needs to be. I have the correct thing selected on my counter, and now I just need a screen to play on. So I made some adjustments to my little counter down there. Had a bit of fun with it. Down a smidge. It always ends up turned up when I'm watching like a documentary or something, and I don't need it super loud in the background, because I am not a super loud person. So we're back to more Caterpie today. I have adjusted the counters to more accurately represent my actual capture rates, because I went through and released all the ones I got with my first Caterpie, and it turns out I had not turned in any Caterpie to Professor Oak at all, so. And then I went through and just counted rows and did a little bit of math for the current hunt. Kind of like the little Wycom dude. I might keep him for a bit. I might go through and edit colors. I took Stella back to the vet yesterday evening, and she got the all clear, and I spent another $150. Maybe I need to go into vet tech if they're going to charge you $60 to swab the inside of her ear and look at her wax under a microscope for 5 minutes. Good lord. But she got her rabies shot and spent part of the evening snoozing on the bed and the other part of the evening running around outside like a wild thing. So she's good. And maybe if I can have a bit of luck today, I will get that next shiny Caterpie. The Rayquaza rage dropped last night, and I watched John Stone and a couple of his friends, other Poketubers, whichever, go through and do theirs, and had a good laugh. Because everybody's like, okay, this is going to be so hard. It's legendary. It's... Oh! Okay! Second shiny Caterpie obtained! And we want to go for Premier Ball. Get ready. And an excellent capture! Ding! Ding! There we go. 191 encounters. Wow. That has been a whole lot kinder to me than the Pidgey ones were. And this one I will of course be evolving into a Metapod, so it'll slide into the team here in a moment. And I need to take a second and switch over to my bottom counter. This is, okay, just making sure I have the right one. It should be, but every once in a while I have a hiccup with it. Okay, Pokemon box. And it'd probably be quicker and easier to do it this way. Check summary. Okay, there's shiny Caterpie. I want to move. I can put it up here, and I'm going to swap it with the Golduck. Now let's add him to the party, and as always, because Kuyu is my strongest Pokemon, he gets swapped out for a bit. So there's a good chance I might be finished today, and if I am, the current plan is to actually spend like tomorrow just running Rayquaza raids, because I can farm Herba Mystica on them. Oh, whoops. I'll have to switch back to Pokeballs here in a moment. He should be evolved pretty fast. Let's go around. Makes that easier. And of course, because Caterpie is a quick dang it, I forgot to switch Pokeballs again. Because Caterpie is a quick evolution, if I do get the third one and it's not like, well, I'll evolve it on stream, even if it's like 5 minutes before I plan on ending. Then I'll have to set up a new thing for Weedle for the week after Christmas. Let's switch back to Pokeballs here. Because, I mean, I have more than enough Premier Balls to get every remaining shiny I need in this game by, like, 10 times, probably just about. Actually, a little more than 10 times, because I only need 20-odd Pokemon now. Ooh, and that should be him leveled up. Or, leveled up enough to evolve. Oh, and that was Caterpie number 3. Okay, here we go. Nose itches this morning. But I've had a fairly good morning, all things considered. Alright, that's one more fella down. He's a very nice kind of red-orange, isn't he? Gotta double check and make sure that was actually a he. Alright, let's get him out of the team. Just by sliding Kuyu back in. And for the time being, I'm just gonna have the shinies, you know, here, down here. I really should swap these two around. Oh, I don't know if I ran into it or... Okay, there we go. Yep, Caterpie. Is my chat screen on the correct... I hate it when it does that and when it won't tell me what, I'm going to have to hope it is. Because I guess in the end it probably doesn't matter if, you know, my big screen where I can read chat is on the correct title. Oh, and after this I'll go Weedle. Then it'll be the Rattata line and possibly the Alolan Rattata. I don't know if I want to include those all in a group though. Like if I want to add another little Wycom thing, but for that I'd have to add another counter. I might just do them two separate because they are technically different evolution lines. I mean, yes, they're both Rattata lines, but they're not like, it's not a split evolution. Like if you level up Rattata to level 20, it knows a dark type move. It's gonna turn into Alolan Raticate, though that'd be kind of funny. It's more likely I will just shift the top box off this. And then, just make it a 2-tier. I gotta go through later and fix my, the blank one of these I have saved because, annoyingly enough, you know, to get the transparent background and stuff, you gotta get rid of the white. And always in these, if anything in this is white, you gotta shift its color just a little bit. Not that I'm not honestly thinking about going through and editing the colors on this just for fun. I feel like it would be a very fun thing to do to shift it over to kind of match my overlays. We'll see. Bulbasaur was the new spawn in after the catch. Okay, everything over there still looks good. And if by some miracle I manage to get this third shiny Caterpie and I really doubt this will happen. But if by some miracle I manage to get this third shiny Caterpie and still have like an hour and a half left to stream, I might just run around and beat the Elite Four and collect money and whatnot after I evolve it. Do some shenaniganery and let's go Pikachu. Actually, at some point in time I'm gonna have to run around in this game and catch a bunch of Pokemon to go in home. If I want to do that early or wait till the actual mythical drop or whatever for that, I don't know. I wonder if when they get to that, if it'll be a shiny Mew, or if it'll be like a shiny Meltan or Melmetal or something, because this is the game it premiered in. Neither of them are shiny. Oh. For half a moment, I thought I'd learned my lesson there. But apparently not. Oh, I need to adjust my tin. It's hard to know where the, Nope, I need you. I should probably go ahead and scoot you over there. So when I get to the inevitable 100 chain. It looks all nice tucked into the corner, and then you hit double digits or triple digits and it's like, haha, not in the corner anymore. Now I'm spilling over the side. But I had such a sad moment yesterday when I got these all kind of touched up and incorporated into the overlay. And it's like, yeah, this looks so nice. And I moved the counter numbers over the boxes. And it's like, light colors on light color. You can't see the dang counters. It's like, dang it! Tried making them a nice dark pine green, but they just didn't look right. The world sings sad songs for me. So many worms. So little time. Okay, nothing spawned in up there that's shiny. I couldn't see the Bulbasaur a minute ago. It was hidden behind the tree. Ding! There we go. And it's so fun because now they're entering like Area 0 in the anime, which should be interesting to see. Especially with how it's, you know, depicted in the game, the kind of the levels and whatnot. Also, I got a good laugh at the premiere out of the 3 main characters with half evolved Pokemon fighting the champion. It's like, yes, she's an easy champion to fight because the main fight in the championship stuff is actually Nimona, but like 3 half evolved Pokemon versus a probably level 50 or 60 Glamora is not a fair fight. With a trainer who's had probably 10 plus years of experience at this point. Like, these poor kids are gonna get their socks rocked. Okay, nothing new down here. You know, I expect the next shiny, you know, to more than likely be another Caterpie, but how funny would it be if it was like a Metapod or something? Or if in a really weird twist of fate, it was actually a shiny Butterfree? Metapod. I need a worm to continue this chain. Oh, here we go. I don't often tromp into the grass over here, but on occasion it's worth it. Oh, I was about to say lag tree thicket, but that's the wrong area. This is the bamboo forest. Which is still pretty laggy, but a little less than it used to be. They did tweak the frame rates and whatnot, but they didn't do it quite enough. It is easier to hunt there now, though. Where sometimes I have 15 Pokemon over here, and sometimes there's just the one. Really? You couldn't have given me a Bulbasaur, a Caterpie? I'm looking at the little dude walking around the bottom of my screen, and he has made a home in my brain, apparently. Oh, there we go. Nice. Bing. Scarlet and Violet has such nice music, but I wished it was more diverse across the areas. Because for the most part, you do have the same just background music unless you're in a city or like very specific spots. You would think that the music would change at least, if nothing else, with the provinces. You get the same general like little guitar tune, the ding 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 ding, however that goes. I'm not a musician, but you get that same music throughout like 90% of the wilds in Paldea, and it makes me kind of sad. Like, yes, considering it's open world, it probably made it easier to not have to switch music every 2 minutes, however long it takes you to run through an area when you're just running around hatching eggs or something. I still think at least each province should have had its own area, or own music. Watch, I'll get 10 minutes of slow spawn-ins, and then all of a sudden there'll be 15 birds and bugs on my screen. And like one Bulbasaur and a Pikachu. And 90% of them will have red or blue swirls around them, and they're all very distracting when they do that. Oh. Well, that just put a hole in my shoe. Bye, Weedle. You're next. First, I gotta finish Caterpie. I gotta get that beautifly. That butterfly. Jesus. Alright, there's too many Pokemon now. I'm starting to get them confused with real-life creatures. It's time to stop. Makes me think of that post. I don't remember where it originated from. I don't remember if it was a Tumblr post or a screenshot of a post from like Twitter or something on Tumblr or what. But it's talking about how kids can barely name 200 animals but they can name, 600 and something Pokemon because this came out like 3 generations ago, and it's like the real life animals don't run up to you screaming their names. Which is true. Kind of. At least in the anime. They kind of don't in the games. Unless you're Pikachu or Eevee. My point stands. I do still wonder though if it would be possible for them to get like 7 or 8 voice actors together now and do just, the little Pikachu or Eevee cries, but for like all the Pokemon. It'd be kind of nice, but it'd probably get kind of annoying as well. Because Pokemon cries are generally one of those things, it's like, okay. Unless I'm looking for something very specific and I know the sound it makes when it pops up on the screen. Of course, even in the anime, not all the Pokemon said their name. It's like, Caterpie just kind of, not really squeaked, but it wasn't really like a grunt or anything either. It didn't say its name. Metapod did, and Butterfree did. And Growlithe had that nice little mixture of like it saying its name and barking. Or, well, I guess growling would be more appropriate. Because they added the grr to the front of its name a little bit. Then you get like the Eevee Evolution Brother episodes where you have the Jolteon that doesn't really say its name, but it kind of barks. At most you can hear Jolt. You never get the Eon from it, but then you get Flareon and Vaporeon that very clearly say their names. Like, I know in, what is it, Pixelmon? I know they pull either sound clips or have somebody who goes through and does the Pokemon names to an extent. I don't know, it'd be kind of fun. I don't know how much space it would take up though. Oh, good lord, I'm building up another Council of Kakuna. It's not your time yet, fellows. Close, but not quite. Oh, here we go. A dog over there with her nasally little snore. Silly girl. She sleeps on the bed, or in her bed, or on occasion in my papasan chair behind me. And the cat, for some reason, the past few days, has taken to sleeping on the back of the love seat in the evenings. They got one of those ones that's got kind of the plush back and it's up against a wall, so he just kind of sinks into it. But I generally, even though, you know, I know there's no way for him to be like outside or anything, because I can actually stand there with the door open and he'll peek outside, you know, he'll creep forward a smidge and look, but he doesn't go outside anymore. I'm sure eventually there'd be something, you know, that would either chase him out or make him, but, you know, there's always that 5-second thing when you can't find them in their usual spots where it's like, did I let him outside and just not notice? And then, of course, I turn my head a little bit more, and there he is on the couch, and you gotta roll your eyes at him. Oh. Little pest. Attacking my ankles when I was walking through this morning to refill their water bowl by the front door. My cat craves violence. He doesn't much like it when he gets it, though. It's mostly me flicking an ear. I did give him a bit of a pinch one day, though, when he just attacked my hand out of nowhere. He looked at me like, Mother! It's like, yeah, it's like, quit it! It's like, I have enough holes in my arm from you. But generally, he gets my ankles. I thought he was a shiny Caterpie for a second. Because my last one was a big one, a big Caterpie. The council, nope, the council's not reconvening. I have that joke because at one point in time, on my screen, I had like 6 Kakuna and 3 Weedle, and that was like it for 3 or 4 minutes. Should really go in there and turn one of those off. For some reason, my dad, we have a little plug in the wall heater, then we have a heat and air unit. And he has both of those turned on and set to 75. Like, Dad, our electric bill's gonna be $600 next month because for some reason you're cold all the time. Put on more clothes. It's actually probably age. Like, it's not so bad. Our little teeny tiny cooler snap is almost over during the day. We're still gonna get kind of cold at night, but we're not down in the 30s daily like we should be for it being December. That comes next month. And then we'll get our cold snap, and we'll have 2 or 3 weeks of, oh my god, oosh weather, a big snow, and then that'll be about it for the rest of the year. The weather's so mean to the school kids. Used to be, we'd generally always get a snow either like 2 days after going back to school or like the day before. And now they don't get it till like the end of January or February, so they actually have to go back to school. You know, we could usually count on our winter vacations generally just being 3 weeks instead of 2. Excuse me. Here we go. There's another caterpillar. Oof. Snap, crackle, pop. Alright, time to rearrange myself in my chair here. It's so funny. I have one of those chairs that has a footrest that I don't know if I'll ever actually seriously use. But if I move around on my chair, I can hear it moving underneath me, just this tiny little like metal thing. I spent probably 2 days going, what in the world is that? And then it hit me yesterday that it was just the metal poles, you know, on the sides of the cushion for the footrest. I'd use it, but with the arms of the chairs and the way I like to sit, the arms of the chair get in the way. And they've not annoyed me enough yet for me to take them off. That is still completely possible. Pidgey, don't need him. Weedle, don't need that one. So apparently, some foreign shop might have leaked the Legend ZA starters, and I kind of doubt it because it's like, what was it? It was Snivy, Finkin, and like not Froakie or Sobble. I don't remember what the water one starter was. Piplup or something? But I just find it kind of hard to think that if they were going to use, you know, 3 starters from other generations, that they would have their fire starter be the Gen 6 starter. But, you know, it's still one of those things. We just gotta wait and see. Honestly, I think, new regional evolutions is about the only way I would accept Gen 1 Pokemon of getting any new form for like the next 7 years. As much as I love the Gen 1 starters, they are the Gen 1s. They will always hold a special place in my heart. Please, for the love of God, focus on something else. Like if there's a form change gimmick out there, they have a form for them. It's like, come on. At least in Sword and Shield, they did the right thing and gave the Gen 8 starters forms as well. It's like, look, Charizard's fun. It's like, but I don't love him that much anymore. Spread the love, guys. I know he's basically Pikachu at this point, but you've got 1,023 other critters now? But we're up to 1,024, 1,021 Pokemon, something like that. With around 10-ish more to come with the new Legend ZA game. That is a guesstimate based on, you know, the form counts from past games, being, you know, the Hisuian, the Alolan, the Galarian. I'd say Paldean, but we only got the Tauros and Paldea, but we did get the convergent species. But 10 seems to be around the number of new ones we get with regional forms. I was going to call them alternative forms, but that's not correct. So if they wanted to do a couple of convergent species as well and knock us up to like 15 new things, that'd be nice. There are plenty of Pokemon out there that they could Frenchify. I mean, you could do Gothitelle in its line, Mime Jr., and either give it a new evolution or a new evolution altogether, or a new regional evolution. I feel like it'd be a new evolution altogether, maybe. They could actually probably do something with Swanna. Let's see. I had one. They could probably do a male version of Hatterene. Or just a male evolution for the Gothita line itself. You have to forgive me, I don't know that much about France. Just in general, like, my favorite fact about France is all the catacombs running underneath it. But they could, Smeargle, they could actually do something with Smeargle as well. 'Cause, like, every time you see a French, like, TV show or movie cartoon or something, like, they always have someone there painting something on an easel. Actually, it'd be kind of cool to do something with Nidoking and Nidoqueen, though that might have been more for Galar. Of course, they could tie into fairy tales and stuff there as well. I see you over there in the grass. Because that was a big thing, the fairy types being revealed in Gen 6. I wonder what our next new type of Pokemon will be. They don't introduce them often. I know a lot of people seem to think it'll be something like sound type, which could be possible. We have enough moves that we could have an okay move pool by them switching it around, you know, Supersonic, Boom Burst, Noble Roar, Outrage, Uproar, Growl, Snarl, of course. Oh, but I don't see that happening. Maybe with Gen 10. You never know. That's still a big fun mystery that, you know, everyone's looking forward to. I was perfectly happy with only getting, like, the hints that the name started with a K and an N, and then it's based off of, like, Greece and Italy. Hey, Fable's about to level up. Hi, Metapod. Also, we're another day closer to seeing if that one person on Twitter actually leaks the Nintendo Switch 2. You were a Weedle. I got boxed in. Sorry, Pidgeys, don't need you no more. The next time I could imagine needing a shiny Pidgey would be if they made it to where we could stick Megas into Pokemon Home. That's the only way I would be hunting another, I think. Let me wiggle over a little bit. At least in this game. Depending on shiny conditions in Legends EA, on whether or not we get the sparkle sound back, which according to rumor we're supposed to. That doesn't mean we will. Will depend on if I do another shiny on screen collection of videos. I'm technically not finished with that one. I have 14 of like the rare spawn Pokemon that I could never manage to get an outbreak for. And it's just generally easier to hunt like the base forms. It's like Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Appletun and Flapple, and a handful of other evolved forms mostly. Ones where it's like, okay, well this would just be an easier hunt to hunt the pre-evolved form and just get the item and evolve it. I spent like 2 hours one day, I want to say, with a level 2 dragon sandwich in Kitakami trying to get an Appleton or a Flapple outbreak and could never manage it. Like, guys, a Cyndaquil outbreak before I got a frickin' Appleton or Flapple. And according to Cerebi, it is an outbreak you can get. It's just stupid rare. He's hiding in the grass. For some reason, that is one of the worst spots to see Caterpie when it spawns in. Come on, show me that yellow... Well, it won't be a yellow worm this time, but show me that last yellow worm. And then I'll be extremely grateful when I'm done hunting Weedle, because I can stop talking about worms until I need to hunt. I can't remember its name, but it's the worm in Scarlet and Violet. Blipbug's pre-evolution. I'll remember it in 10 minutes when it's not important anymore. Look, there are 1,000 of these guys now. I don't get to remember every single name anymore. Maybe I was 10. I don't do too bad, though. I mean, nothing's worse than that time I forgot our Maldo's name when there were only like 300 something Pokemon. Weedle. And angry little dudes. Show me the other worm. I make myself dizzy running in circles. Of course, I do the same thing in Minecraft if I'm doing terracotta on like a ceiling or a floor. Because you basically have to spin to get it laid out right. My favorite thing to do is make myself dizzy in Minecraft laying down terracotta. And I'm not even referring to like the smaller builds I do. I had a friend empty out a ocean monument once, and he glassed in underneath it, so you know he could use it as part of his base as well. So I made him a big glazed terracotta floor with a pattern and everything. And he sat there for a minute and watched me do it, and he goes, "How are you not dizzy?" It's like, oh, I am. There's more dizziness yet to come, but... It was fun. I enjoyed it. Let's say I should play some more Minecraft tomorrow if I get this bug today, but if I get this bug today, I'm doing Rayquaza raids so I can get a bunch of Herba Mystica. Because I still have a 3-segment to Dunsparce to hunt in that game. And maybe if I'm feeling brave, a Mousehold family of 3. Maybe. That would have to be done in the Paradise Barrens, though, where it would be easier to see. Because the white and the blue and the white and the tan would stand out better against the brown. Oh, there we go. Almost couldn't see him next to the Oddish. Ding. Oh, excuse me. Hiccup day, apparently. There we go. Dropping my Joy-Con. As if the poor thing needs any more abuse. For those of you who missed it, I accidentally threw it at my TV the other day. You know, I had 5 minutes of, oh, I don't need the strap, and yeah, I did need the strap. I threw it at the TV, it hit, it bounced off, and my entire stream freaked out. And I mean that literally, like OBS practically crashed. I looked over, my camera stopped recording right, it froze, which it does on very rare occasions. My Switch wasn't wanting to show what was on the screen, it disconnected because my capture card sucks like that sometimes. I couldn't get it reconnected. I reset my camera, it worked good for about 3 minutes, then it stopped working again. It's like, okay. My entire setup took offense to me accidentally throwing my Joy-Con at my TV. I'm gonna do my best to not do that again. Ding. Stay hydrated, people. It's got 2 heaters running and it's like, need a humidifier. I really should get me one and then figure out how far away exactly I need to keep it from my computer. Really? You popped up under my feet again? Don't you know I hate stepping on Caterpie and Weedle? I was at Walmart the other day. They had one of those little jellyfish things. You know, it's a fake, like 2 fake plastic jellyfish in the little thing of water with a fan that'll make them bobble about, and the LED lights that'll make it change colors. And right next to it, they had one that was a volcano, and it had the little, they're not quite marbles, they're probably black pellets to make it look like it's spewing smoke and stuff. And I had to stand there for like 20 seconds and tell myself no. Of course, I was one of those kids that when we grew up, I had a cousin who had lava lamp. I had 2 or 3 cousins who had lava lamps. And then I had a stepbrother who had a lamp, and it was kind of a bubble lamp. It wasn't exactly bubbles, but it was the little metallic marbles. But, you know, they weren't the heavy, they were just like the plastic ones. And a fan inside would shoot them up through like this center thing, and they'd spiral down and whatnot. And my sister had a UFO light, which at some point in time I stole. But she like left it at the house and moved. So it's like, oh, this is mine now. So I love dumb little light stuff like that. It's like I would have a half a dozen of those just scattered about the room if I had a way to power them all and could trust the cat not to knock them off of shelves, which I do not. Like, I want a lava lamp so bad, and I would sit it on my desk, and my friend's like, the cat wouldn't touch it. It's like, the first time he touched it and got burnt, you know, because it's a lava lamp, he'd back off. It's like, it'd be my luck the dumb thing would knock it off the shelf. Or, you know, my desk, because I figured it'd probably be about in the corner here near where I keep my water bottle. There's a downside to having a pet that can jump up on furniture, you know, other than the couches and the chairs. I actually don't think he would really mess with one. He'd sniff at it a little bit and then probably go on his way, but he's a cat. No, it'd be my luck he'd be trying to go behind it. Because Lord knows I've had to shoo him out from behind my monitor and stuff before. Because he decides, you know, oh, there's 2 inches of space back here. I can fit. We bought a 5-burner stove in. Just for when it gets really cold, you know, we can get a bottle of propane or butane and hook it up and turn it on, and won't have to rely as heavily on the heat and air unit. And Dad spent 10 minutes trying to chase him away from it while he got it set up. And then, of course, you know, the cat's got to make his rounds around it because it sits out probably that far from the wall, just because its feet and stuff and the way our walls are. He's sitting there like, would you get out from behind that stove? And the only thing I could picture is he's, you know, hollering at the cat, which is a yearly occurrence with this. It sits in the back bedroom when we're not using it. Because, you know, it's not like big and heavy, it's just a little awkward to carry. And it comes into the living room when we hit the cooler part of the year. And he's yelling at the cat, and my only thought is that about probably 5-6-ish years ago, before Dad finally got tired of chopping wood, we had a wood burning stove. And generally, the cat we had at the time laid under it. And I was like, thank God we didn't have you when we had this, because I know your dumb butt at least once would have jumped up on top of it while it was hot. My sister's dog pushed me into it once. Not on purpose. But, I don't remember if she was excited, you know, somebody pulled up in the driveway or what, but I was standing in front of it and had my arms behind my back, and palms facing the stove, and I ended up with a burn about And a pretty gnarly one, too. It took a couple years to fade. It wasn't a horrible burn, you know. I think it was more like skin damage, like bad sunburn or something. But, ooh, it hurt. Hold it under cold water for a couple minutes. Go slather it in ointment. And then get a big old band-aid. My sister, what happened? Your dog pushed me into the stove. Sorry, it's like, she didn't mean it, but it still hurt, dang it. Of course, with my dumb babies now, I'm more likely to just trip over one of them and break something. My cat is very fond of following you into a room. Kitchen, living room, laundry room, dad's bedroom, because he has a big old bed, so that's where I fold clothes, because it's right next to the laundry room. And I won't realize he's parked himself in front of my feet, or right behind me. So I go to step backwards, and there he is, and all of a sudden I'm trying not to step on a cat. He'll be in about sometime in the next hour, hour and a half to pester me for attention for a few minutes. Just depends on when something goes through the living room and gets his attention. He's a sweetheart, though. He's a good boy. Most of the time. Dad laughs at me yelling at him to get out from in front of my feet. It's like, would you move before I step on your tail? Like, my dumb boy, I love you, but I very much do not want to step on you. Oh, look, a Butterfree. But I very much don't want to step on him because I feel bad. Like, it's not my fault, it's his for being under my feet. But you still feel bad. Like accidentally kicking them when they're a puppy or a kitten because you don't see them and they like run in front of you. There's like nothing you could do to stop it, but you still feel horrible. Took my big girl to the vet yesterday. I say big girl, she's a beagle, she's not that big. And before they took her back, they're like, hey, put her on the scales so we can double check her weight. Okay. I walked over to the scale and she's on her leash next to me and she's like, oh, we're leaving, we're going out the door. And it's like, no, I snap my fingers, come over here and stand for a minute, and she does. And then she gets off a moment later, and okay, that's fine. And her doctor is in like literally the next room, I think, going over like prescriptions or looking at something through a microscope or doing something, and he goes, hey, double check that. So I turned back around, and Stella once again, we're leaving, we're finished, we haven't done anything, but we're leaving and we're finished. And it's like, no, you gotta get back on the scale, baby. Give me this nasty look, but Mom, she's such a little drama queen. And then, of course, the vet comes out and he goes, hey, it's Stella. Look at the good girl. And bends down, holds out his hand and scratches her head a little bit. And she's like, oh, okay, we're doing this again. And it's like, yep, back into the room. Because they schedule their appointments there so they can see everybody, which is fine. And we probably weren't there 15 minutes. Long enough for another ear swab and for them to look and make sure the yeast infection and stuff, I want to say dried up for some reason, but that's not how that works. The yeast infection, it died down, it was pretty much gone. And then, he came in and the nurse came in and she held Stella's face and rubbed at her ears, and he gave her rabies shot, and she got a new tag and a big old bottle full of ear medication that I need to flush her ears out with every couple weeks just to keep allergies and all that stuff and bacteria down. An expensive thing. Do you know that? You know how expensive you are? She don't care. She laying on the bed asleep. Then we went and saw my dad's girlfriend, and she got mad. Dad got out of the truck, and she couldn't go in because my dad's girlfriend has a couple of dogs. And we don't think they'd fight or anything necessarily, but they're older dogs, so we didn't want Stella bothering them. So Stella spent 5 or 6 minutes mad while Dad was inside talking to his girlfriend, and then she spent 3 or 4 minutes mad when I ran into the dollar store to get her treats. Dad sat there and laughed. He goes, you know, her eyes did not leave that door the entire time you were in there. He looked at me and goes, you ran it back into the vet's to pay, and she watched you the entire time through the windows. Like, Dad, she does the exact same thing when you get out of the truck. If you get out for something and she can follow where you go with her eyes, she watches you the entire time. She spent 5 minutes pacing outside your girlfriend because she could not see you. And she also couldn't see the door because they have a little wall. It's like she looks for you the way she looks for me if one of us gets out of the truck. It's like, nuh-uh, she ain't having it. She wants us back in the truck. Let's not run into the Pidgey. I don't need him. So we got that done, and she got to go on an adventure and a half. And the vet's office is someplace we shouldn't have to visit often enough that she will learn that we're going to the vet's when we leave. She, the old one, because we had one in town just about 3 minutes down the road. But the guy who ran it passed because he was an older feller, about 2.5, 3 years now. And it took us a while to get one in the next town over, which is about 10 minutes away maybe, not far. But she learned, because for a while the vet's office and the groomers were the same place. If we turned at the town square, she knew exactly where we were going. She's learning the same thing with the groomers in town, though, but it's taken her a bit more time because she only goes there every 2 or 3 months. Give me the big old look like, Mom, no, Stella, yes. It's time for a good wash and her to clean your ears and trim your nails and clean your glands, because it's recommended professionals do it, and that stuff stinks and I don't want to. Say, but she always gets a good grade. Vet looked at me yesterday after he jabbed her in the leg with her rabies shot and pulled it out and, you know, scratched her head a little bit. He looked at me and goes, she is so well behaved. It's like she's well behaved until it's 2 o'clock in the morning and there's something outside she needs to bark at. Cannot tell you guys how many times she has not even like full on barking. It's that little be alert bark is the one that makes me jump on stream sometimes if she does it and I'm not expecting it. It's that little, that sharp bark, and that's it. It's enough to make me jump, and she'll wake me up dead asleep either with that bark or she needs to go out and she stares me awake. Sits beside the bed and just looks at me. The only thing missing is the little, Mom, Mom, I wet the bed, Mom. Yeah. I can proudly say she's only done that once. No, she did it twice. Once when she was a puppy. And it must have been the first time I washed the bedclothes after we got her. Because generally in summer, you know, they get washed every week and a half because it gets hot and sweaty and, you know, ick. And in winter, I wash them a little less often because you're not as hot and sweaty. So it's probably the first time she was able to get up and down on the bed by herself, because we had a chair she could hop up in and a little bitty stool, one of the ones you sit on like in front of a makeup desk, and then the bed, and we had it fixed to where she could hop up in the chair and walk across the stool, and there was like much of a height difference between the stool and the bed, so she could hop up on the bed. I'd no more finished making the bed than she sniffed, turned a circle, and squatted, and it's like, no! What the heck, dog? So of course, off the comforter came, off the bed sheets and stuff came, and back in the wash they went. I don't think I got to go to bed till like 11 o'clock that night. Let's not catch this Bulbasaur. And then the second time she did it, I'd gotten a new comforter. Brand new, you know, washed it because just to wash it, basically, you know, loosen up the material up and stuff. And because you get something new, you always wash it before you actually use it, generally. So I get the bed made and I look at her and it's like, don't you dare. And of course I turn around and like 3 seconds later she's squatted on the bed. It's like, dog! Thankfully I got it off, you know, quick enough and it was thick enough. It like didn't get but the blanket underneath it. But it's like, really? And she's never done it again afterwards. It was just those 2 times. Now, she did put a nice sized hole in the comforter, playing with one of her toys on the bed, but that I fixed. That was fine. No big deal. 5 minutes of, as I dug through needles and thread and stuff, and she spent about, I can't remember if I put her outside for a little bit or if I put her in her kennel just to kind of keep her out from under my feet as I fixed the bed. And it's like, dang it, dog, really? But in the 7 years after, she's been pretty good about it. Now she just finds her a nice place to curl up, and the only thing I gotta worry about is her fur on my pillows. And her fur everywhere else on my clothes. I had a laugh yesterday. I looked at Dad because it's like she's in the truck with us and we're both sitting down, which means she's all over both our laps, and it's like we are now appropriately covered in dog fur, and Dad's kind of like, yes we are. Oh, snoozy girl, I'm gonna have to wear sunglasses when we go for our walk in a couple of hours. Yes, I am. She got her a new tag, and it's shaped like a heart. I spent 10 minutes trying to get it on her frickin' collar because I always forget to put the little loopy thing on first and then do the tag. You'd think by now they'd have created some easier way to put the dog tag on a dog collar, but they have not. But the vet looked at me yesterday. He goes, "You just want a yearly rabies shot, right?" It's like, are there other kinds of rabies shots? I actually didn't ask him because, you know, it don't much matter to me. It's just a yearly rabies shot, yes. Like, she just needs a rabies shot. You know, I'm not so much worried about her drinking and getting something out of a weird puddle as I am her cornering a possum or a skunk or something one day and it deciding to fight back and biting her. She's done both. She's not got bitten, but she did get sprayed in the face some by the skunk. And the possum, we recognized her. I have something cornered bark enough that we went outside and pulled her away, and Dad took a broom and swatted the possum on the butt, and around the corner of the house it went. And we held on for her for 40 seconds so he could get across the yard and she couldn't chase it. One of these days she's gonna come face to face with a raccoon and she's gonna end up at the door yelping because it'll be just as big as she is. Oh, there we go. There's Caterpie. Ouch! That felt nice. Wonder if I can get this next shiny before 600 chain. I don't know if the pattern keeps up. I've got yesterday's shiny and today's shiny within like the first 15-ish minutes of stream, so that might be what happens tomorrow. See if I can remember to use a Premier Ball again. I did not with the first one. I didn't with the first one, but I did with the second one. And then forgot to switch back to Pokeballs after for 2 or 3 Caterpie. Not shiny. There we go. Getting ever closer to 100. That is a Weedle, which I do not need. That is another Weedle, which I still do not need. Don't need Bulbasaur. Camo. Where's my proper worm? Oh, here we go. Weedle, you're next after I play Snap next week. That's my plan for next week, is to play Pokemon Snap and then play through new Pokemon Snap. And just kind of have fun with it. And then maybe run some more Rayquaza raids. For the Herba, if nothing else. Oh, there he is. Ooh, candy. I need a candy that make me healthy. Never mind, those are those are steroids. Generally, do most medicine fall under the category of steroids? Probably to like a small extent, maybe. All right, I should really go sell this. All right, I don't see a Caterpie. Go see what creatures await me outside the door here. So I had a Charizard and a Dragonite earlier. Just Charizard? Okay. Which was kind of funny. They sent a bunch of Caterpie to Professor Oak and just went ahead and came to town and sold the candy and stuff I got from it. And on my way back up, I had both a Charizard and a Dragonite, and it's like, you know, couldn't one of you have been a Moltres or something? I am here to sell. Oh, excuse me. Oh, nice. Got about 30,000 from that. PP up, Burn Hill, Ice Hill, Max Lore, Escape Rope. My one lonely little regular repel. Which I think I found using like the Pikachu tail item finder thing. You know, where its tail spins circles if you're near an item and you can't see it. Remember having a friend who wrote me instructions on how to get to the dude who would trade you a Mr. Mime for an Abra and like the Farfetch'd. What did he want for Farfetch'd? I don't remember. The dude who would trade you the Farfetch'd, and then he told me, you know, hey, go through here and you can get this item, and he'd sit there and hand wrote me like a page of Pokemon strategy guide so I'd know where to go in my game. Bless him for doing that. I think I was to Viridian City, or about to Viridian City, and just could not figure out like what to do next or where to go. And he actually wrote it out well enough that I was able to really easily follow his instructions and get what I needed. A dumb Farfetch'd named Chiding. Let's see here. I don't remember what the Mr. Mime was named. But the Jinx, wasn't it named like Lola or something, or Lorla or something like that? Some weird name. I want to say they named it Lorelei, I think, after the Elite Four member, but I don't think that's correct. Need to replay Pokemon Blue. Okay, now I'm actually kind of tempted to like do that next week. To hook up my Nintendo 64 and just play it on Pokemon Stadium. So I'm trying to remember the, what was it, 3 or 4 Pokemon you traded to get, you could only get by trade. Shift my 100 over just a smidge. I think that is actually a little bit bigger than the others, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm being invaded by birds! Not surprised seeing how there are all these worms. I remember figuring out that you could actually see the invisible walls in the Fuchsia City gym. They were actually just like little itty bitty lines. Kakuna, you've done it again. That's twice now Kakuna has popped up and I thought it was a shiny Caterpie. You know what? I guess this is one way to get rid of the birds. As long as I don't catch one and break my chain, we'll be perfectly fine. Oh, I ran into that Weedle. That is bigger than the others, and that's gonna drive me nuts. Here, let me adjust that real fast. Because it shouldn't be. Just a moment. Move it up and over a bit. Oh. Oh, I hate it when they do that. Get like very stuck on where exactly they want to be positioned. Of course, part of that might be the 2. There we go. I think that's about the best I'm going to be able to get it for now. Because it just is not wanting to sit in the spot I want it to sit. Go, there's another Caterpie. Aerodactyl's about to level up. I should probably stop naming my Aerodactyls Apache. I promise it was done with like no disrespect meant. My dad was just really into arrowhead hunting when I was little. And because Aerodactyl has a arrow at the end of its tail. You're not a worm. Oh, there's one over here. Ding. Gonna have to fight with that number after stream's over. Woohoo! They're gone. The birds are gone. For the next couple minutes at least. Say maybe get this before 500 on the main chain. Wait, am I to 500 on the main chain or am I to 4 something? I think I'm to 4 something. Whew. Excuse me. Okay, 420. I might get this before 500. Maybe. There's the other Caterpie. Oh, there is one there. Not quite the worm I needed. And you are not quite the cocoon I would have taken. Soon the hunt for you guys will begin. That'll be week after next. I had to stop and make sure he was in fact a Weedle. Like I said, some of the lower grass patches can be really hard to tell. There we go. There's a Caterpie though. We have one very radiant boy here who is not yellow though. But he is apparently an excellent catch. Sorry about that. Strap back on. There's another Caterpie. Excuse me. Come on, new bug. Oh, there we go. Ding. Twitch, you're so dumb. Here we go. Another worm down. Another Kakuna. Oh, there we go. Here's a Caterpie. And of course the Kakuna vanishes right as I go to walk around him. Yeah. You comfy? Oh, hey, Uzumaki leveled up. Nice. 84, 83, 86, 85. My poor Aerodactyl is my weakest Pokemon in my team. I should do the good mom thing and buy him a Mega Stone. All these yellow Pokemon and none of them are the right one. I would also accept one being a red-orange. Oh, here we go. Which at one point in time, for like a 3-week period of time, was like my favorite color. Not that that counts for much. I think when you're growing up, you all have that like the week-long periods of time where your current favorite color gets kicked out the door and your new favorite color is like something completely different. Well, when I was younger, my favorite color was yellow. And now that I'm older, it's green, so it's not changed too much. And I guess red-orange isn't too random a change from yellow, but but for like a week, it's like, no, I like brown, or I like orange. Not my favorite color now, and then a week later you're back to your old favorite color. It's like, but your new favorite color, but I like the old favorite color again. I'm probably about to age myself, but does anybody else remember those little like silk pajama sets? That was just a pair of solid colored shorts, you know, purple, pink, green, yellow, whatever color, and then the shirt was always a button up with like teddy bears on it in the corresponding color to whatever the shorts were. 'Cause I had like 3 pairs of those. I had a pair I bought with my stepsister because we twinned fairly often. You know, when we were younger, we liked getting outfits that kind of matched each other because we thought it was cool, and because, you know, like the freaking Olsen twins and whatnot. And then I got another pair when I was older, and then I got the pair she no longer fit in, which we bought together, you know, a year or 2 later when they didn't fit her anymore, but they would fit me. I had like 3 pairs of those pajamas. They were good pajamas. They were comfortable. It was so funny though, because the first pair, you know, the ones we got together were like pink and purple. I don't remember who had which. I think it just depended on size. And then the third pair, like I said, I got both the second and third pair from her just as hand-me-downs because she either didn't want them or didn't fit in them anymore. Because, you know, she grew. And the third ones were green, which is kind of hilarious. Because we just hop, skipped, and jumped into another color code. It's always so funny thinking about things you did when you were younger, or like your favorite outfits. I remember being fairly young, and one of my favorite outfits being a pair of those overalls, but they were shorts, and like a white shirt with just a yellow stripe going through it. And then another favorite outfit when I was a little older being a pair of kind of bell-bottom pants, because they made a little bit of a re-emergence and it wasn't like anything drastic. And they had like flowers embroidered along the bottom. And then I had this, I want to say it was purple, but it might have been kind of a brindle shirt that was purple, pink, and like blue and had flowers on it was another favorite. Then another favorite outfit was like these red or green pants. I don't remember which. And then the shirt with like dragons on it. Think like 6th grade graduation where you'd buy like, you know, where they didn't really give you a cap and gown or anything, you were just expected to wear something nice. So you'd buy like a dress, or, you know, the guys would have slacks and a nice shirt or something, and you'd wear it once and then like never again. Little butterfly necklace my mom sent me for my birthday. Then I had 2 or 3 friends who liked it well enough. I was like, hey, do you know that necklace you got me? Can you send me like 3 more? Just, you know, in different colors you have or something, because my friends really like it and they kind of want one. And bless her, she did. I think I got 4 different versions of that necklace, or 3 different versions in one copy of mine, which, you know, of course went to my best friend at the time. And like one summer it was bandanas. Because, you know, I think every girl goes through that stage where at least once she wears bandanas for a little bit. I have a friend who wears them all the time. She just likes tying them, holding her hair back with them. But like that summer, I had like 3 or 4 bandanas, and I think 2 or 3 of them when it ended up going out to like other friends. Oh, can I borrow one to wear? And just kind of never got it back. I should find Mama a nice bandana and send it to her. I haven't gotten her one in a long time. Like, she got a few from me once I finally got to the point in time where I was tired of wearing them. So, you know, they went to her, and then I bought her a couple of really nice ones. A couple of really nice ones from Walmart. Well, they had nice patterns on them. Like roses and stuff. The funny thing is, I could probably ask her, and there's this one light blue one that was older that I got from my grandma. That, you know, I gave her, and I think she still has it. Every once in a while, I'll get a picture of her, you know, her showing me nails, or maybe she got her hair recolored or something, and there it is! She's still wearing it. Of course, nowadays my clothes are just anything that's comfortable. Or my favorite clothes are anything that's comfortable. Had a viewer one day point out that I really liked my Minecraft shirt. Because I got one probably last month before, and I've worn it like 3 or 4 times because it's just really comfortable. It's like I will wear a shirt to death if I like it. I had one t-shirt once. It was just like, I don't know if it was a board game shirt or like a kind of D&D themed shirt or what, but it had a dragon on it in the name of some like card company or board game company or board game or something. I could probably dig it out and find it. But like, it's one of those ones, I wore it until like the armpits were literally pulling away from, the arms were literally pulling away from the body of the t-shirt. I still have it somewhere. I'd intended to fix it. I just never got around to doing it because it takes me forever and a day to do that. Just like, if I like a shirt well enough, I will wear it a lot. Like, what is like the little kids' clothes, you know, that favorite outfit that more or less as soon as it's out of the dryer, they gotta put it back on. Another one showed up. Kind of like that joke about when it gets colder out, I live in hoodies, which I generally do. I had my big purple one on earlier, but it's actually fairly warm enough in here today that, you know, I don't feel the need to be wearing it. Right, the Caterpie moves. Okay, not a shiny, which means I'll go for this one up here. Didn't catch myself in time. I've only managed to catch it once where I'd started to, swing the Joy-Con to throw the Pokeball, and he went to defend himself. Aw, Metapod, you could have been shiny. That would have been neat. It would have been an extremely fun way to, like, end the chain. Breaking it because I got a shiny Metapod. Oh. Sorry, Metapod. If it had been red, or red-orange, I guess, it's probably a closer guesstimate to what color your shiny is. I don't know, I'm that person who, like, someone on their stream will be like, look at this shiny pink Vaporeon, and that's like, that's purple, isn't it? Like, that is definitely a shade of purple, not a shade of pink. Or one of those borderline shades where, depending on the light, it's one color. And if you're in, like, sunlight, it's one color. If you're in shade, it's another. I did see the other one across the screen. Ding! Coffee's done. I just found myself thinking it was Thursday. It is not. It is Friday. I gotta clean tomorrow. It's mop day at the church. Didn't do it last weekend because it was raining, and didn't do it the weekend before because I was on a unneeded time schedule with Stella and her steroids, which I broke that night by not giving it to her until like 11:30. So I gotta go mop tomorrow. Not my favorite thing to do. It's not horrible, but it's just annoying. It's church pews. It's not like I can scoot them all back and mop underneath where they were and scoot them all forward. I can't even get one to budge when it's like very much out of alignment with all the other ones, so it's like sitting crooked. Oh, we're back to this. Me getting everything. Oh, nope, there we go. There he is. Me getting everything other than what I need. But there he is. almost to 95. Oh, it was a female. Okay, that's fine too. Not gonna lie, if I had 5 rare candies, I'd just go ahead and use them all on my 9 tails. Get him up to level 100 where he belongs. Oh, well, me sitting here staring at the Caterpie that was over there for like a minute and a half, just not realizing that there was a Caterpie over there for like a minute and a half. That was my flub. I might hit 191 encounters before stream's over. I got this, the first one soon enough in stream that it would be possible for me to get. Actually, it's probably fairly reasonable that I'll get it about 60 more, in this. Provided, you know, the chain doesn't break. Or provided, you know, I don't get the shiny earlier. Gotta stop counting my Pokemon before they catch. You know how hard it is to find the blank team templates for these Pokemon games? Probably a lot easier if I just took a screenshot and edited it myself, but because for my little shiny things, I was considering doing just empty team things, and then like where the name and level and stuff would be was going to be the count, but I couldn't find it. You can type in blank Pokemon team template in like a game, and it doesn't give you a blank Pokemon team template. Alright, let's bounce between Caterpie for a minute. Here we go. Hey, Kuyu's 95. Nice. And yes, it was nicknamed Kuyu because at that point in time we were majorly into Naruto. But I didn't quite want to do Kyubi. Kyubi, however you pronounce that. So I just went with the Japanese word for 9. Which is fine, because I did it again for a Lowland Vulpix. It's just 9 in a different language. Of course, to be fair, for my Alolan Sandshrew, I named him Dime instead of Penny. I don't even know where I got Penny for a nickname for Sandshrew to begin with. Because, I mean, it's not like they're copper colored, like, well, shiny Sandslash kind of is. Its spines are kind of burgundy, which aren't really copper, but they're a warm tone at least. I saw it and was thinking I should turn. And I forgot how to breathe for a moment. I apologize. Excuse me, I did that last night too. Just like inhaled wrong. And it wasn't even one of those situations where you like suck a little bit of spittle down your throat and it goes through an airway. It was literally just me breathing wrong and my body going, oh God, what do we do? There he is. I should know better. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me again. Ugh. Oh, I have 2 to choose from. Oh, 3 to choose from. Dang. Oh, nice and excellent. Even though there was just the slightest bit of lag there. There we go. Ding! Hey, I'm to 150. Probably. I'm always a little off with these. Like, when I went through earlier and got the numbers for the first shiny, I was off by 4. And then for, when I did the recount so I could adjust before stream for the Metapod, you know, for the Caterpie count for the Metapod, it was off by 7? So I'm always a little off. I'm never like directly on the nose with these. Okay, yeah. Let's go to the one down here that wasn't so close to the Bulbasaur at that moment. Probably have to gonna go get more Pokeballs here in a bit. Well, I think I've stuffed like 400, so I'm good for a bit longer. Hopefully long enough to finish this hunt. No, I'm not surprised that one despawned, honestly. Teeny. Okay, here in a minute though, I am gonna have to take a break. Stretch a bit, but mostly to just go pee because I drank like an entire bottle of water before doing this stream. And it has finally hit me. Alright. Oh, actually, I want to check candy as well while I'm doing this. Close enough. Okay, after I catch like 3 or 4 more, I'll probably go sell candy. Yeah, right. I'll be back in 2, maybe 3 minutes at most. I'm back. I gave them a bunch of health candies earlier, just while I was messing around before stream. You could have been a shiny Caterpie. Break my heart, why don't you? Actually, honestly, if memory serves, I'm not gonna lie, Weedle's shiny line kind of sucks. I mean, they made the big yellow bee, green? Which I'd have gone with, like, red or something, turned it into a red wasp. Not what I needed. Kind of what I need, but wrong color. Oh, there we go. There's one. There's a part of me that wishes we had multi-stacking in Pokemon games. Just the ability to keep getting more and more stacks of items like we could in Pokemon. Like we can in Minecraft. Yeah, I promise I know my games. But it's like I want to be able to stack items in Pokemon. I do want to be able to stack items in Pokemon. Maybe not like to a ridiculous amount, because I don't need like 10 stacks of Pokeballs. But being able to have like 3 stacks of candies or something in this would make it kind of nice. I mean, you could technically get 2 stacks of items in Legends Arceus. And then you spend the next 45 minutes trying to collect the items you can't stack anymore because you've maxed them out both of them. That was me fairly often. Always for 15-20 minutes afterwards, going after like the regular Tumblestone or Apricorns. It's like, I don't need this, I'm maxed out. Throws Pokeball at stone and tree anyways. Have to replay Legends before Legends ZA comes out. Gonna have to replay Y as well. That'll have to be emulated though, because my copy of Y is still being borrowed. I don't have the proper stuff for streaming it on for turning my DS into a thing that can be streamed to OBS. I think it'd be okay. Hi, Bug. You know, funny thing is, I kind of miss Pokemon contests in the Pokemon anime. They were always so much fun to look at. Cause I mean, you got like the one chick with the Lauron doing freaking Swift mixed with like flamethrower and doing shooting stars basically, or the dude with the Venusaur or Butterfree. No, it was the Butterfree doing like psychedelic swirls with the poison powder and sleep powder. The whatever the contests in X and Y were, they were fun, but I don't think any of them were really as fun as just the regular beauty contests. Hi, James. Come on, I need a Caterpie. Have you been, James? Good, I hope. You are a Weedle. Close, but not quite what I need. Good. Nice, nice. All the schools and stuff here, and like a bunch of are getting off for Christmas break today as well. Now you get 2 weeks off, more or less. Oh, there's another Caterpie. I have one more Caterpie to go, so I can evolve it into a Butterfree. I keep wanting to say Beautifly, and then I'm done with Caterpie, the Caterpie line at least. I do not even see where this next Caterpie like spawned in. Me trying to look behind the tree for it. Okay. None of them are shiny. Oh. So let's go sell. I do have enough of this stuff to sell, yes. Didn't sell it 5 minutes ago and just forget? Okay, no, I did not. Go sell candies so I can clear out my inventory and keep earning some money, and then I'll be back to hunt some more. What do you got outside? Charizard. Nice. And a Dragonite, it sounded like. Also nice. Nice. Always nice getting visits from family members, so long as they're like not family members you fight and argue with. good bit of stuff here. Nice. You know, you save money faster in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee than you think you will. So what are you shiny hunting now, James? Or are you shiny hunting anything? Understandable. I do that as well. But yeah, you can tire of playing the Pokemon games a little bit, but still, you know, like Pokemon. Like even that, a couple weeks ago when I was like just playing Minecraft, I was still like in my spare time watching, Poketubers shiny hunt and stuff. That's why I like taking breaks on occasion, unless I'm just dead set on finishing something. It's good for you. Gives you a chance to refresh and not burn yourself out on Pokemon. Says me, who's playing Pokemon Snap next week. Don't forget... Oh, nice. Don't forget, though, that if you have Scarlet and Violet, the Shiny Rayquaza raids are live right now. And it's a 5-star raid, so it should be easier to do it by yourself if you have to. Alright, I heard it. Where is he? Oh, there he is. I think I ran into the Bulbasaur, though. Nope, the Pidgey got me. Yeah, I'll be doing mine tomorrow evening with my friends. Did you exchange good gifts? Get whichever your chosen friend was something fun? We do the same thing in elementary school. We did Secret Santas, and at first it started off as getting a gift for someone in your class, and then when we hit like 5th and 6th grade, it was getting a random name from your grade. And I swear, I got the same person 2 years in a row. Dang it. Oh, nice. And I ran into the Oddish. Go away, Oddish. Did you get something nice? Really? There we go. Much better. I got a new chair for Christmas. This was my Christmas present. It leans back. Nice. Chocolate is always a good Christmas present to get. You can't go wrong with chocolate. Well, unless it's got like filling inside that you're allergic to, then it kind of sucks, but still. Yeah, that happens sometimes. You turn around and then it's gone. I did that with what was it, with cookies once. I brought home a thing of, they were like the Reese's cookies, and left them in the fridge upstairs because they'd gotten a little hot in the car and were kind of melty. And I went up later and like my dad and my brother had eaten most of them, and it's like, what the heck? It's like, guys, where's your impulse control? Like 3 months ago you were asking politely if you could have one of my cupcakes, and now it's just, oh, candy. Also, you always need your own secret snack drawer. I have a snack basket next to my bed, but right now the only snack I have is a chocolate orange, and I like those cold, so it's in the fridge. And Dad doesn't really mess with that, so... Are all these Caterpie just lined up in a row waiting? When I was younger, I had my candy stash under my bed, and my mattress was pulled at just enough of an angle I could reach my hand down and like reach into the bag or whatever and grab something. I got like one of those big old pound bars of Hershey's chocolate, and I got it on Christmas or Christmas Eve. I can't remember if I got it, you know, from a family member, if like my parents got it for me, and it took me over a week to finish. I finished it on like New Year's Eve. I was watching a Justice League cartoon marathon. Nice, that one didn't dodge me. Oh, we're back to the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon music. Nice. Need to replay Mystery Dungeon eventually. I hate it when the inside of my ear itches. It's like the worst place to have itch. It and like the inside rim of your nostril. That's a bad itch place too. Ooh, nice! Mood rings are fun. And I have a cup somewhere a friend got me that came with like Oreos and a little thing of chocolate syrup and stuff, so you could make like an Oreo milkshake. Of course, I just ate the Oreos and used the Hershey's syrup in a glass of regular chocolate milk. But it's nice, I still have it. It's over there, I think, on my shelf. I had a mood ring for a long time when I was in school, but someone stole it. She saw a pun and, she saw her chance and took it. She gets extra points for that. Also, now you can't forget who gave it to you. Honestly, I think the last year we did Secret Santas in, when I was in school, I got my friend's name. And honestly, I just bought her a couple of packs of Pokemon cards and she was mad because she had all the cards she got. And it's like, look, these are the only packs the store had. And we had like a $10 limit. Actually, it might have been 15 at that point in time, but... nothing overly huge. I can remember a Secret Santa when I was younger, where we didn't so much draw names as everyone, more your parents bought a toy and wrapped it, and you like separated them for boys and girls, and we just drew numbers. My mom, at the time, she I think she picked out the gift when she was Christmas shopping for me, because I think it was like a little set of like dollhouse furniture with a couple of just like the little dolls that are like this tall that came with it. And one of my friends got it and thought, it was really cool and she enjoyed it. And I got a thing of perfume. For some reason, just one of those like itty bitty, probably sampler bottles or something. No, but I got a bottle of perfume and I was in like first or second grade or something. Yeah, that makes sense. We don't generally have uniforms here in the US unless you're going to like a private school. Like, I know there are some probably like bigger schools that do it, but generally when I was in school, we didn't have uniforms. There was talk about doing it, and if we had, so long as we could, like, the girls could wear pants, I wouldn't have cared. Bird, I needs a worm. Understandable. That's a plus side. Hello. But yeah, because I know they were considering it for a while, and my little brother was mad about it. I don't want to wear a school uniform, and it's like, literally all school uniforms are intended to be as equalizers. Everybody's wearing the same things, and nobody can really dress outrageously or anything. Oh, I bet that sucks. You would think that, they'd be able to find a length of short that they didn't mind you wearing. It's like, it wouldn't be hard to do something like at the knees or something, so you wouldn't be as hot. Stella, is Papa home? Stella, is Papa home? Is that your Papa, Stella? Huh? Is that your papa? Is Papa home? Dad pulled up into the driveway, so she's got to huff and bark at him. Hi, Papa! Hi, Pikachu. I didn't need to encounter you. Oof. That don't make no sense. Let the kids wear short-sleeved shirts. I'd hate to be stuck in a long-sleeve shirt all the time. Alright, almost at 200. It'd be so funny if I got another shiny at 191. That'd be hilarious. Come on, game. This is the funniest thing you could do for me. Let my last 2 shiny Caterpie be equal. Aww. No luck. Oof. Well, Florida does get hot, but a big part of that heat is humidity. Which doesn't make it suck any less, it just makes it worse. Because it does that, here where I live, it's really humid in the summer. So it can be like 80 degrees, it can be like 85 degrees outside and feel like it's 100 because of the humidity. Every time. Definitely don't think I'm getting this dude in under 200 encounters. Which is okay. Nope. Not the cocoon I needed. Now I gotta wait for a worm. Also not the cocoon I needed. They like this lower corner for some reason. Oh, that's a Weedle. Oops. Wrong worm. There we go. There's the right one. Oh, my dear. I would say she probably wants out. She's generally out and about around this time. You got her? Yeah, he's got her. Yeah. I feel so bad for you guys in the summer. You would think by now that technology would have advanced well enough to help you guys cool your homes fairly well without being like super ridiculously expensive or something. I don't know how much it would cost to renovate to work like an air unit or something in. I'm not really horribly familiar with British housing. course, that is probably the preferable alternative, because it's like dad toxin. Like in the summer, or in winter, you can always put more on to stay warm, but in summer, you can't keep taking things off to get cooler. Yeah, isn't it something to do with like the window shapes or something? I think. Because I've seen people on like Tumblr and uh, Twitter and stuff talk about it on occasion, and like some people have mentioned that some of the windows just aren't like good for doing air conditioners in and stuff. Of course, I have a bedroom in our house that like I probably get the most sun out of the rest of the house, because I get it when it's I get like all the afternoon sun hitting my bedroom, and then the evening sun hits the front of the house, which is also my bedroom. There's a Caterpie there, doofus. So we can get ridiculously just muggy in my room during the summer, and I hate it. Like, give me cold. I would rather have 5 layers of blankets on my bed. I enjoy the weight anyways. I got a pair of dinks. Have to check in a moment and make sure those aren't horribly important. Here we go. Oh, it's my lady. Hold on just a second, guys. My friend got a chair, and she asked if it was the same. But she got a chair sent to her from a friend, and she was wondering if they were the same brand. I was letting her know no. I have one problem with this chair, and that it is white. Well, it's black and white, but I hate that all the details in it are white, because like the first time I have a drop of mustard that wants to go astray, it's gonna fall exactly where something white is. Like getting a new white shirt, immediately after you're gonna drip something on it, and you're gonna have a little stain there that you can probably get out, but you're gonna know it was there, so. But I looked, and this chair comes in like black and white, black and red, black and blue. I didn't quite see if they had a black and green one, because green's my favorite color, but it's like any other color than black and white. Like the one chair they had, of course all the other colors probably sold pretty fast, because for that reason. It's still a good chair that was comfortable. And you know, Dad and his girlfriend got to laugh at the mess my old chair was. Apparently Mama's chair vibrates. That is hilarious. 100 be the lucky one? No, it will not. I'm counting before I catch my Pokemon again. I really need to stop doing that. Come on, show me a worm. Oh, there's a worm. Not the right color, but everyone caught is another one closer. Unless it's like my Pidgey hunt, in which case it took me 802 encounters to get to my second shiny Pidgey. There we go. There's Caterpie. Oh, my sticker's starting to come off just a bit. Which isn't horribly surprising. Another worm. Oh, threw it too soon. Ouch. Which I don't need yet. The Weedle line is my next hunt after I finish the Butterfree line. There we go. There's another Caterpie. I lose more Pokeballs that way. Just not paying attention. So you guys have your tree and stuff up yet? Or are you one of those families who waits till like a few days before Christmas? Not that it's not technically a few days before Christmas now. Whether we do a tree or not is generally hit or miss depending on what's going on at our house. Which we're not doing Christmas here, so we're not putting the tree up. The 7th? Dang. Well, I know people who put their tree up on like the day after Thanksgiving and have it up for the entire month. So that's not too weird. Dad was considering putting it up a couple weeks ago, but we don't currently have a place to put it. Because we're, at some point in the next few weeks, getting a new couch, so we've got to rearrange the living room, so it kind of didn't make sense to do it anyways. We did have it up last year, though. And it proceeded to stay up till February. Then I finally looked at it one day. It's like, all right, you're coming down before Valentine's Day. And then Dad came home that afternoon and he goes, oh, you took the tree down. I was hoping you would. And it's like yes, I took the tree down and took it outside. You, however, can get it in the garage. Because that was a chore I didn't want. So it doesn't look like ours is going to make it up this year, which is perfectly fine with me, because that means if it doesn't go up, it doesn't have to come down. Though I was really tempted for a while to get like one of those little foot-high Christmas trees they had at like the dollar store. I hear baby. I hear both of them actually. Uh-oh, is it that time? You gonna see me? Yes, you is. Hi, Pin Pin. Hi, Bubba. I don't know what you're sniffing at on the desk. I ain't had anything up here. Unless you're just smelling leftover dinner from last night. Yes, can I help you? What you need, honey? Do you need back outside? Do you need back out? Can you go potty again? Okay, hold on just a second, baby. I got to go let the pooch back outside. I'm coming, hold on. Just not the same if I don't do it. Okie doke. I'm back, at least for a couple minutes. However long it takes her to be finished outside, I reckon. Alright, it didn't knock the Pokeball away this time. Okay, it took her exactly one catch to be ready to come back inside. God love pets. Oh, I'm coming. Alright. She's back in. Quit licking the bed. I want to sleep in under your slobber. Quit quit licking the bed. You quit that. The bed's not that... Okay, it actually probably could use a good wash, but... I was gonna say, the bed's not that dirty. No. Stella. Barf. Uh-oh. Who is it? Who is it? Get him! Get him! Someone pulled up in the driveway. Cousins, it looks like. You don't pull up in our driveway in a vehicle she don't know without us knowing about it. Stella, enough! Hush! Stella, enough! Enough! Noisy thing. When she gets going, though, she gets going. No idea what number I'm on in this chain. Alright, I'll go to about 560, I think, and then probably call it a day. Do 11 more. Well, 12 more, because I will wait for something to spawn in after that 11th Caterpie. Don't need a shiny Pikachu, you're easier to get in Scarlet and Violet. Of course, to be fair, most things... Oh, that's a Weedle. Yep. Quit licking the bed. Quit it. Got the cat washing his face on one side and you licking the bed on the other. Yeah, they're not here to get us, I promise. If they was, you'd have scared them away. Silly girl. Close, but wrong color. Oh, there we go. There's one up there in the corner. Ding! Nope, don't need a Bulbasaur. All I need today are caterpillars. Oh, there we go, there's one. Ding! Coffee's done. I like your Bulbasaurs now. Quit it, I need Caterpie, dude. I wonder if anybody's ever gotten a double shiny on in this game. just had two of them pop up, like one you've been hunting for that's shiny and one that's just completely random shiny? Probably. Hi, Pidgey. Don't need Pikachu. There we go. Okay, I really am only just getting Bulbasaur here, aren't I? Nothing against him. I just don't need shiny Bulbasaur. And they're conspiring against me, apparently. Okay, seriously. Wait. There we go. There's me, Caterpie. Have you calmed back down, baby? I know, you were excited. Thought you was gonna get to protect the homestead. Alright, 5 more. Here we go. Oh, he broke out. You little... Do that on occasion, though. There we go. Much better. Alright, 4 more. Say, that should be the Caterpie, but I don't know how Pidgey's wingspan works in this. If there's a hitbox on the main body, or if its wings include the hitbox, or what. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Well, that couldn't have been any worse timing, could have. Alright, 2 more, though we might do 3 just to get me up to 225. Oh, there we go. There's me a worm. Corner. That little truck sounded like a heavy truck. It was not. Alright, and I'll catch one more just to get me up to 225 in my counter. There we go. Ding. This one might take longer than my first one did. Which is funny because I broke the chain like 30 encounters or so in for the first one because I caught a frickin' Pidgey. Alright, don't look like... Nope. How am I on candies? Okay, pretty well maxed out there. Alright, I will continue this hunt tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get it. Hopefully it won't be in the first like 15 minutes though, in which I'll have to find something else to do for 2.5 hours. No, if for some weird reason I get it in like the first 10 minutes or something, I'll probably switch over to doing Rayquaza raids in Scarlet and Violet. Oh, Scarlet, because I'd have to put Violet in my Switch. But thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. James, if I don't see you again before Christmas, I hope you and your family have a happy holidays. That goes out to the rest of you as well. Hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow, though. Till then, have a good evening. Bye-bye.